I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to restart? Hey everyone, welcome to Full Range. Hey everyone, hope you guys are all well out there. We're going to go through the at-home workout for this Wednesday. A couple of different variations we're putting out for you guys, trying to get you guys moving in different ways, hopefully teach you a little bit as we do this. And of course, if you have any questions at all, please hit us up. We're really happy to see everybody sharing what they're doing, connecting with one another. We love it, so please keep it up. So, for Wednesday, here's what we got going on. 4 sets. So this will be our strength training session. Now this is going to be very different from person to person, but we'll go through what that's going to look like. First movement we're going to do is some variation of a split squat. So we're going to take you through some different variations, things that you can do obviously at home, and how we might load that, how we might do that unloaded, all right? But some kind of split squat variation is what we're doing, and then the reps are going to be kind of determined by what you're doing. So if you're able to do something with, say, a heavier weight, and you keep it on the lower end, 8 each leg, right? If you are doing something much lighter or body weight and you can handle that, we'd push it to the higher end. So again, the reps are going to be variable depending on what you're able to do. But the idea here is that we're moving with good quality movement, all right? So this isn't necessarily about moving quickly. This isn't really about getting ourselves into some kind of metabolic state. We really want to try to focus on quality movement, all right? And we'll go through what that looks like in a moment. And then we're going to pair that with some kind of upper body pulling motion. So that can be, again, a few different variations, but again, one side we're doing our lower body, we're doing our upper body, and we're going to go back and forth between those two things, just like if we were in class, all right? First thing I'll go through with the split squat, right? We start out in a way where our split stance, all right? So if you're familiar with this, this should be roughly, okay, where if I'm standing like this, my knee is over my heel in the front, and behind me, my knee is maybe just behind my butt. There's other kind of anthropomorphic things that we could talk about to get here, but this is how we're going to focus on it for now. Also, my legs are hip width apart. I'm not going to be bringing them into line. I'm not walking on a tightrope. So just like if we were kind of in our squat stance, that's how wide we want to be. Starts from here, right? Arm straight across. I should be able to go straight down so my knee touches the floor and come straight on out. All right, and based off of that, I can kind of feel, all right, is my heel flat on the floor in the front? Is my back foot up on the toe? Am I vertical through my shin? Am I relatively vertical through that back femur? And can I go straight up and down? For some people, all right, if we're talking about doing 8 to 12 reps on a side, this might be where we start out, all right? We control that lowering, we come on out, we stand up, there's 1, boom, 2, right? 8 to 12 on each side, that could be all we need, all right? From there, we would take it into maybe loading that. So let's say I have a kettlebell or a dumbbell. I can stay in that split squat stance, all right? I'm forward to back, and then from here, I hold my load, right? That sounded weird, but that's okay. I hold this, right? I come straight down, I come straight on out, all right? Let's say I have a weight, but it's quite light. Maybe I decide to hold that in some kind of variation other than a goblet position, so we can go offset. I'm here, I'm off to one side. Now I have to work on lateral stability. This is going to be a tougher variation than just holding it straight down the middle. Same thing if I have a dumbbell. Maybe I'm holding it at the side or maybe up top. I can be here, I can even be down here. I'm coming through. Again, a lot of variations. Next we'll take it to, if we're able to, with the rear foot elevated. So I'd start out with my legs back against the bench, about 3 foot lengths in front. I put that back foot up. I can be doing this off of a bench, a box, a coffee table perhaps. Same idea. I start out with the genie, go straight down. Boom. The reason why we do this with our arms is so that we can kind of see if we're shifting from side to side. Right? If my arms are at the sides, it's a little easier to hide that. Right here, focus is on the balance. And if somebody's watching me or if I'm filming, I can really see if I'm staying level. From there, we can take the same kind of loading patterns that we did with the unelevated split squat and just draw it out to that, all right? So those are a bunch of our different variations or options we can do for the split squat. Next up, upper body pulling. So think about this as being ideally, or not ideally, okay?
we were thinking in mind of something like a bent over row. So let's say I have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, or as Jake likes to point out,
maybe a bottle of laundry detergent, right?
I can bend over whether I support my hand on a bench
Bench or not, but I'm gonna try to pull horizontally so that I'm here, right? Straight down, straight up.
boom, same
Idea. The only thing here is we put the rep range
a little larger because
because
we also included maybe the option of doing a
vertical pulls.
So if you have a pull-up bar at your house, for folks that are doing pull-ups or able to do pull-ups, whether that be assisted or not, maybe we keep the reps a little bit lower, depending on how good you are at that. Other option to put up here is an inverted row. A lot of folks probably won't be able to do this at home, but let's say if you had a TRX setup or something like that, this would essentially be like a ring row, right? If I were leaning back and pulling myself horizontally, okay? Again, same
Movement patterns, I was bent over.
okay? Same idea. If I have nothing in the way of equipment, we're going to go with the reverse snow angel. So this isn't necessarily a pulling movement, but
This is gonna be for our scaps. So I'll start out flat on the
floor.
I'll try to keep my chest flat, keep my chin tucked. I'm not looking up in my hands. And then just imagine like the backs of my hands are against the wall. I'm gonna go from my pockets or as close to getting my pinkies in my pockets as I can, and then coming with my arms straight, bringing them up to touch my thumbs at the top. We're gonna spend 30 to 40 seconds just constantly moving through this, okay? That's the whole movement, the reverse snow angel. So that could be one of the substitutes in for
Our upper body pulling movement. So again, it's 4 sets back and forth, these 2 movements. If you guys have questions, want to kind of run options by us, by all means hit us up on the Facebook page. Whatever the best way to get in touch with us or whatever you want to do, we'll be there to respond. All right, so that would be part A. Again, try to focus here on good quality movement. You don't have to be moving quickly, all right? This is all about trying to get these patterns down. If you want to send us a video of you doing it and have us check it out, tell you how it looks, again, we're here to coach you just as though you were here in the space with us. Then, all right, we'll have a 15-minute AMRAP, all right? And this can be, depending on time, right? If you don't have that much time, or maybe you're just smoked, right? Or you're really tired or stressed, you could shorten it down to 10 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever you want to do. We're going to have 20 push presses, right? We're putting that as the movement, but again, we're going to give you guys some options. Maybe you're at home, maybe you have, again, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, maybe you even have a barbell, right? And we could do push presses with a barbell. Otherwise, we can go single arm. So let's say I have a dumbbell.
I can go dip, drive,
Right?
lock out overhead, and there's my push press. Again, like Jake,
He's going to go home, he's going to do this, he's going to grab his laundry detergent, and that's what he's going to do is push presses. If you have something, right, that you can safely push up overhead, we try to keep the reps higher so that even if it's light, right, it's something that'll still get some kind of challenge. And again, we joke around a lot. I think the detergent might be the thing. I don't know. It might be the new thing. Maybe you have like a frozen chicken. All right.
no, okay.
Anyway, it's just Jake and I here, so there's nobody to laugh at. I mean, I figured that would have really worked well. All right. 20 push presses, right? If we don't have anything at all, we can sub that with perhaps a push-up, all right? So again, pushing straight down and up. We don't want to get too redundant. We did some of those the other day, but if you have nothing that you can put up overhead, we can do a push-up, maybe even like a shoulder tap from a plank.
Plank position. So if I'm here, I can work shoulder tapping back and forth. All right, some kind of upper body pushing movement, right? Then we'll go into 20 box jumps or step ups, right? For a lot of folks, again, if we're just stepping up to an object, that's fine. Just make sure it's something that can safely hold your weight, isn't gonna tip over. For a step up, we would just be stepping up, right? And just standing up at the top. Back down, boom, alternate legs, 20 step ups. And then we'll go into a 20-second side plank on each side.
So I'm gonna hold shoulders and hips, right?
Right, or rather elbow, shoulder, shoulder, nice straight line, 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds
Seconds the other side, then I'm
back on my push press, all right? So those are our 2 pieces for the day.
again,
Hit us up if you have any questions at all.
feel free to make variations based
Based off that, if you need
any kind of assistance in doing so, please let us know. And everybody stay safe and healthy out
out there, we will see you tomorrow.